welcome you today's session. Today we are going to discuss about recruitment topic. In this topic, we are going to discuss about definition of recruitment, objectives of recruitment and the various sources of recruitment. Along with that, the pros and cons of internal and external sources and recruitment process, and finally what are the various contents that which are going to be included when we are giving a recruitment notification. This is all the things that we are going to discuss in today's presentation. First we will see what is recruitment. In the words of Edwin B. Filippo, he defines recruitment as a process of searching for a prospective employee and stimulating them to apply for the job in the organization. That means whenever we are giving any sort of notification of employment, we have to stimulate the people to apply for the job in the organization. That is what prospective employees, and at the same time we have to stimulate them to apply for the job in the organization. That is what recruitment means. Now we will see what are the various objectives of recruitment. The first and foremost objective of recruitment is to attract the people with multi-dimensional skills, experience, and to suit those people for the future organizational strategies. First, we have to attract the people with different kind of skills into the organization. Second one is to induct outsiders with a new perspective to lead the company. That means in our traditional days, olden days, the companies are depending on only on internal sources. Now today we are changing generation, we are depending on outsider also, where we can have new talented people. Third one is to infuse fresh blood at all levels of the organization. That means all the organization, what they will do in the sense, each and every time they use it to promote the existing employees. That is the reason why what is going to happen means there is no talent or creative abilities which we cannot focus. That is the reason why when we recruit the people from outside, we will get new talent. That is the reason why they are in turn can come across with new and innovative ideas. Along with that, we have to attract competent people. Competent people in the sense having knowledge, skills. So we can easily achieve whatever the objectives that we are going to fix. Next thing is to search for head hand or head pouch with the people who skills fits the job in the organization. Head hand or head pouch means the candidates who are having a high level of designation, like for a company, the CEOs or president, or even for educational institutions like dean or principal jobs, we will be given a separate notification to attract the particular level of employment. Next thing is to search for talent globally. Nowadays, business boundaries are not limited to one nation, and we can recruit the people not only within the country, we can attract the people from outside the country also. That is why it is also one of the objective to search the talent globally. And finally, to anticipate and find the people which the positions are not existed as of now. Because of changing business scenario, there are number of levels which we are going to be assigned in the organization structure. That is why for that new levels of job positions also we have to search for the talent. That is why these are the various sort of objectives of recruitment. Next we will see what are the various sources of recruitment. The sources of recruitment is categorized into two types. One is internal source and another one is external source. Internal source means within the available manpower or within the existing manpower within the organization, we can fill the gaps or we can fill the vacancies that which are there in the organization. First, in internal source, the method is promotions and transfers. Promotions and transfers are helpful the positions which are vacant, and the employees who are eligible in the organization, for them we are going to promote them into the higher level of jobs. with the help of promotions, and at the same time, if the company is starting number of branches, so that we can mobilize the people from one organization to the another branch of the same organization. Likewise, promotions and transfers will fill some of the vacancies through internal employees. Next is employee referral. It is a very important source of recruitment in today's scenario. If you see that the statistics which was given by Economic Times Bureau in the year 2015, 65% of the recruiters in India use this employee referral program. What is employee referral? Employee referral means those employees who are working in the organization, they refer the employees whom they know better. By recruiting the candidates through this employee referral, we can save the time. At the same time, we can rightly judge whether the employee is fit for the job or not, because we know what sort of vacancies that are there in the organization, and at the same time whether he is possessing the skills, knowledge, abilities, along with that his qualifications are up to the requirement or not. That is why employee referrals also one of the best method of internal source of recruitment. Next is former employee. See, some of the employees are leaving the organizations with one or the other reason. When we are having the requirement, we can again call the employees who left the organization because of one or the other reason. Because why we can call the former employees means because they know the policies and procedures of the organization very well, so that there is no need of additional training for those people. That is why former employees also one of the source. Next is retrenched employee. Retrenched employee, sometimes because of surplus of the people in the organization, we can reduce the manpower for one or the other reason. At the time, those people who we are retrenched in the organization, once again we call back and place the employees in the organization. And finally, the compassionate appointment. What is meant by compassionate appointment? Compassionate appointment means the employees who are working in the organization, one or the other reason, especially in production oriented organization, if they might come across with any accident, any physical disability, or sometimes death of the particular individuals or natural death of the particular individuals before retirement, at that time the dependents of the family members are given employment subjected to if they possess the required qualities and qualifications. These are the various internal sources of recruitment: promotion, transfers, employee referral, former employees, retrenched employees, and compassionate employment. Now, the next we will see what is external sources. External sources are which we can recruit the people from other or outside sources. In this, the first source is campus recruitment, which majority of the organizations are following. What is meant by campus recruitment? Campus recruitment means the organizations which they want the number of employees, they can directly go to the educational institution. There they can identify the required number of students or students for employment into the organization. Next is employment agencies. These employment agencies are categorized into both private employment exchanges and public employment exchanges. Private employment exchanges. Private employment exchanges are having some sort of tie-up with the existing organizations. So, where they are having the data bank properly, from that particular data bank, if the organization asks or having any kind of requirement, they will send the applicants for the required job vacancies. Whereas public, according to the government, each and every state of the country is having employment exchange, and the same each and every state they are having at the particular district headquarters the employment exchange offices, where the students or the aspirants of the job, they can register their qualification along with the credential. They will go and register. Whenever any kind of vacancies are there, directly they will get the call letter. Likewise, The organizations are depending on employment exchanges. Next is professional associations. In these professional associations, some of the organizations where they are having skilled manpower depends upon the same level of people. Like if you take lawyers, they are having a bar council association. At the same time, doctors, they are having medical associations. Like that, whenever they are having any requirement of doctors or lawyers for legal compliance in the organization, definitely they can approach this professional associations. Next, advertisement, where majority of the organizations are following. These advertisements are given in a newspaper or through online advertisement. See here, nearly 75% of the job seekers in present days, they are depending on newspaper is one of the source of recruitment. Next thing is trade unions. These trade unions, not only within the organization, outside the organization also we can depend, especially in a construction oriented organization. In a construction oriented organization where they are requiring a large number of labor manpower. So they are going to depend on trade unions which are not of the organization, outside of the organization they are going to depend. And next thing is casual applicant. This casual applicants is also called as unsolicited applications, because these candidates, they doesn't want the job only for testing their luck and all. They will drop their resumes into the particular organizations. Once if there is any vacancies, definitely those kind of casual applicants details they are going to go through and they will call for the appointment. And by doing or screening the number of levels of selection process, they can recruit the candidates into the organization. And walk-ins, when the desperate need of jobs are very short period of time, definitely the organization will source this walk-in interviews where on spot they can select the employees. Next thing is internet recruitment, because many of the organizations or many of the websites are there nowadays where the candidates, they can enroll in the particular job sites, and the concerned organization whom they are having a requirement, definitely they can approach or log on to the particular job portals. They can get the candidates information who are fit, they can call for the interview. Like the number of job agencies are there in internet, like monster.com, timesjob.com, naukri.com, all these websites where the companies are depending. Next thing is riding or poaching. This is the latest source where organizations are identifying to recruit the people. Riding or poaching means identifying the candidates in the competitive organizations. Why they are identifying the employees in a competitive organization means they know how better they are performing in the competitive organizations. That is the reason why they will attract those people by giving more and high salary and perks to the employees, and they can grab the talented people into the particular organization. This is also one of the external source of recruitment. These are the various source of external source. As of now, we have seen both internal and external source. Now we will see what are the various advantages and disadvantages of these source. And before going to see the advantages and disadvantages of internal and external sources, statistics given by Economic Times on online recruitment. In this online recruitment, if you observe, 4% of the candidates, they are depending on social media, and 7% on job boards, and 15% of the candidates are depending upon career communities like LinkedIn and company websites. Sometimes we can directly log on to the concerned company websites. There we can register our candidature. Once the vacancies are there, definitely the company will calls for an interview to select the particular candidate. And next is university job boards, only 4%, and majority is 42% is on a career websites. Along with that, and from 2018 onwards, the company TCS also conducting a online test for the young graduates, engineering graduates who are coming out of the colleges, and at the same time even for the Master of Business graduates also, where they can screen the candidates through online test. Later on, they can ask them to come for an interview. Likewise, the companies are depending by using various sources of recruitment. Now, we will see what are the advantages and disadvantages of internal source and external source. The advantage of internal source is we can promote the confidence levels of the existing employees, morale of the employees are going to be promoted. Next, better assessment of the abilities. We can easily judge whether the employees are readily fit for the particular job or not, that we can assess very easily, and lower cost for some of the jobs. Some of the jobs we cannot invest more and more on advertisement or searching for the employees from outside. So, that is the reason why they are depending on internal source. Next is the causes of succession of promotion is going to be reduced, because in internal source we know that who are performing well, definitely any vacancies are there, these people are going to promote it to the higher level of jobs. And last one is have to hire only at a entry level, because we cannot go for higher level job people. Once we are going for external source where we can easily recruit the people at a entry level, for higher level jobs it is better we can go with a internal source of recruitment. Apart from advantages, there are some of the disadvantages are there. Those are inbreeding. Inbreeding means continuously we are recruiting the candidates through internal sources. After a certain period of time, what is going to happen in the sense, they feel that okay, the company is not having the source of employees from the outside, and the performance of the employees may changes or varies, where the organization cannot achieve their objectives. That is the reason why it is one of the disadvantage. Next, there is a possible problems of not promoted. Those employees who are giving a promotion through internal source, automatically the other 4 or 5 people who are eligible for promotion also, they will be causes any kind of distraction to the production and all. And political infighting of our promotions. There are within the employees, there are having some or the other groups. There may be probable chances are there, any chances of political changes in the organization. Political changes in the sense, there may be a chances of forming a group and they can distract the employee productivity. And next thing is need for management development program. Definitely, if you keep on recruiting the internal source, they doesn't possess any kind of development aspects. So, there should be a need for development management program. So, the internal people we can use for better use. These are the various sort of advantages and disadvantages of internal source. Next, we will see what are the advantages and disadvantages of external source. Ultimately, in the objectives we have seen, new blood is going to bring new perspectives, because as of now we are seeing the problem in same or the single point of view. Now the new talent or the coming up new generations, they are bringing new ideas for promotion of a company. Next thing is cheaper and faster than training professionals, because whenever we will be having a higher level of jobs, if you recruit outside, we should not give any sort of training. Suppose if you recruit the people from internal source and we are going to promote them, again we are going to give some sort of management development program or training program to the employee. Those sort of programs we cannot give, and it is an advantage for the organization. No group politics, because he is automatically outside, there is no chance of doing such kind of politics. Next, may bring new industry inside, because whatever the talent or the knowledge is having, he will coming up with new ideas for development of the organization. Next, the other side of the coin, that means external sources is also having some of the disadvantages. Those are, may not select someone who will fit the job or organization. Sometimes there may be a chances because a recruitment or interview where within 5 minutes to 10 minutes we can judge the employee whether they are going to fit or not. Sometimes the candidates they are going to come with well preparation or thorough preparation for a interview. Whatever the zeal they are showing at the time of interview, there may be a less chance once they are recruiting they cannot show such kind of a zeal. That is why it is one of the disadvantages and may cause moral problems for the internal candidates. Because if internal candidates are rightly fit, if they are recruiting outside, then there may be a chances of not giving any sort of cooperation to the newly recruited employees. And last one is longer adjustment or orientation time, because the existing employees they can already know what are the policies and procedures of the company, and when we recruited outside people they will take long time for adjustment in the company. That is why these are the various advantages and disadvantages of both internal sources of recruitment as well as external sources of recruitment. Now we will see what are the various steps involved in recruitment process. This recruitment process consists of 7 simple steps. First we have to identify the number of vacancies in the organization. Based on that number of vacancies we can able to give proper advertisement ad. First we have to know what kind of vacancies that are going to be there in the organization. Once we identify the vacancies, next we have to prepare the job description and person specification. Job description means the duties and the responsibilities. Duties and the responsibility of a individual employee who are going to be performing, whereas the personal specification means the qualities and qualification. That means the skills and the educational qualification of a employee, that we have to prepare. First we have to identify the vacancy, second we have to prepare the kind of jobs that are available, and at the same time to perform the particular job what sort of skills and qualifications are required. Next, after knowing all these things, we are going for advertising the vacancy into the either in print media or electronic media, or we can go or depending on other agencies also advertising the vacancy. Once we giving advertisement, definitely we will get some or the other response. That response we have to manage, or whatever the applications that we are going to get, that we have to make into a systematic arrangement. Then we have to shortlist among the applications that what we are getting into the organization. Once we shortlisted the applications, and we will give a certain time or giving some arrangement for interview, the time, place where they are going to attend it for a interview. After attending the interview, we have to conduct the interview and take the decision on which employee is going to be a fit in the organization. This is a simple 7-step process, and immediately after this recruitment, the next step is selection, where they are conduct number of levels depends upon the organization requirement, either written test or technical interview or business games. Along with that, finally HR round, then only they will place the employee in the organization. This is the simple recruitment process. Next we will see what are the various contents which we are going to included when we are giving a recruitment notification. When we want to give a recruitment notification, first and foremost thing is we are going to tell about the employees about the organization. Since how many years the organization is working, and what sort of initiatives that the company is involved, and what sort of products that the company is manufacturing, all sort of information we have to give in advertisement. That's what a brief about the organization which is recruiting, and number of posts or jobs which are vacant in the organization. This is very, very important. Next thing is number of jobs. Some of the public sector organizations. These reserved category we have to mention. And the fourth thing is information about the gender needed. See, some specific jobs we have to mention, either we are looking for a male candidates or female candidates depending upon the job, and information about educational qualifications that the candidates are going to possess. Either we are recruiting with a degree qualification or we can recruit with a PG qualification, that we have to mention. Along with these contents, there are some are the other contents also there. Those are information about a work experience. Some companies they will ask about +2 experience or +5 experience, and some companies if they are recruiting the people at freshers and all, they won't have any experience, like 0 to 2 years also they will ask for the lower level of jobs. Next is contains information about a job description. Just now in process we have seen job description, what sort of duties and responsibilities they are going to perform, that is also going to mention, and about the salary and particulars, and apart from the salary, what are the benefits that the company is going to provide, that also we have to mention. Is there any other allowances also, especially in marketing jobs and all, apart from the salary that what they are getting, they will mention that plus allowance, traveling allowance or mobile allowance or even laptop allowance, all allowances that we have to mention in a recruitment notification. And selection test, how many rounds are there for selecting a candidate, that also going to mention. And last one is terms and conditions, if any apply. See, majority of the companies, once we selected in the interview, then they will tell about the terms and conditions. Some organizations they will ask for bond for 2 years or 3 years. Why they are asking bond? In the sense, whatever the cost they are going to be incurred on the recruitment of the candidate, they have at least 2 years or 3 years if they are going to work, that will be justified. That is the way these are the various sort of contents that we are going to see when we are giving a recruitment notification. Now you will see a small recruitment notifications of 2 companies. Those are, one is Union Bank and another one is one of the educational institution, our own Aditya degree colleges. See here, whatever the contents we have seen as of now, here clearly mentioned the name of the organization and at the same time the number of posts that are available, 200 posts, and even the salary grade, that is also clearly mentioned, 31,000 to 45,000 salary, and even some of the jobs for reservation candidates, CSC, ST, OBC and unreserved, these are all the total vacancies they used to mention. And when they are going to submit, the deadlines of submission of application and the last date of application, all those things. And if we require any additional information, we can go or log on into the www, the particular company website, where we will get a detailed notification. And simple advertisement, see here also, wanted faculty, and they are clearly given the description. They are going to teach about BSc, BCom, BBA, BSc, and the origin or the place where they are going to recruit North Andhra as well as Godavari districts. They are calling the people to apply for the job, and in the particular departments, in which department, computer science, electronics, English, aptitude, soft skills, management and maths. Even they are also mentioned some of the libraries, and they are clearly mentioned attractive salary at par of industry. Along with that, they have to apply with a CV or post or through email also, they can along with the address. And if further, if they want any information, they can log on to the particular company websites. Like this, the companies are going to give advertisement to attract and stimulate the employees to apply for the job in the organization. Now, the recent trend which we have seen in online magazines, see here, prisons or jails. In the year 2014, the companies like Tata as well as Vedanta Group and IDM India Private Limited, they recruit the candidates from Tihar jail. As per the spokesperson of Sunil Gupta of Tihar Jail, in May 2014, they are recruited 66 intimates. That means the people who are imprisoned in a Tihar Jail. And in that, among the highest number of placements are given by Vedanta Group and IDM. And those people who are recruited, they are recruiting at the lower level, peon post or security guard level posts, all those kind of jobs they will be given. And especially the Taj Mahal Group offered the highest package to Mr. Raju Prashant, and they offered a salary of 35,000 per month. Likewise, these are all the different sources of recruitment, new sources of recruitment, where the people who are under given sentence in the jails also, by taking into their candidature into consideration, they will provide the employment. And finally, we will conclude with the quotation. Before seeing the quotation, in this today's session, we have seen definition of recruitment, objectives, various sources of recruitment, process of recruitment, pros and cons of internal sources and external sources, and finally, what are the various contents involved in recruitment notification. And see here, you are not just recruiting the employee, you are sowing the seeds of your reputation. That means, if you are recruited the good candidates, definitely your organization reputation will increases. That is the reason why once we want to recruit the candidates, we have to give utmost important, and after recruiting the candidates, we have to best fit the employee in the organization. And next class, we are coming up with a new concept of HRM, that is selection. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for.